Good morning, church. In the Bible it says in Genesis 3:20, the man called his wife's name Eve because she was the mother of all living. Today we are going to honor that person whose hand rocks the cradle. It's said that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, and there's never been a truer thing said. So we honor this person without whom we ourselves would not have life, our mothers. Now, Mother's Day is a relatively new holiday. It was President Woodrow Wilson who, on May 8th, 1914, signed a resolution that designated the second Sunday in May as an official holiday to be celebrated as Mother's Day. It was a day born of love and a heart full of joy. Mother's Day goes back much farther in the church, back into the 1600s, but I'm not going to get into that. I suggest you look it up because it's an interesting history. Glenn Campbell sings a song that I've always loved. It's called The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. And it was written by the songwriters Tony Iommi, Terrence Butler, and Anthony Philip Hartford. And the first stanza goes, he got here all wrinkled, scared, and crying. And then she took him up and held him to her breast. And he sure was glad to get what Mama offered. Then he went to sleep and put his fears to rest. Oh, isn't that lovely? Great song. Well, I want to say that if the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, then the tasks that this hand is called upon must be very important. Before a mother can have that first moment with the child laid on her bosom and the first time she's able to put her baby into the cradle, and the first time she has to change the diaper, and the first time she has to calm the baby's cries, there's a number of things that she has to do. She has to make sure her baby is well fed and make sure her baby is made to feel clean and comfortable and comforted and warm. She must spend time nurturing her baby by playing little games and laughing and teaching and bonding. And a mother's devotion is unwavering. This is the way it is right throughout nature. All you have to do is look at how a mother bear will protect her cubs. And if you want to get a mother riled up, start talking nasty about her children. Only God himself fully understands and appreciates the influence of a mother in the molding of character in her children. That's what Billy Graham has told us, particularly a Christian mother. I love the next verse of the song that begins, she taught him all the attributes of greatness that she knew he couldn't learn away from home. And by the time she wore the cover off her Bible, her hair was gray and her little man was gone. It seems sad, but it's life. It's that circle of life. And it always comes back to mom. And mom has such an amazing influence on the children that she raises. We are told, for instance, that George Washington's mother was pious and that Sir Walter Scott's mother was a lover of poetry and music. But this can go the other way too, It can be a very bad influence because on the other hand, we are told that Nero's mother was a murderess and that the dissolute Lord Byron's mother was a proud and violent woman. Oh, the influence of a mother upon the lives of her children cannot be measured. It is that great. Friends, moms know and absorb the examples of attitudes when it comes to the questions of honesty and temperance and kindness. The Bible goes on in Galatians 5:22-23 to say, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Boy, those are hard things to maintain all the time, but somehow many moms are able to do so. I mean, there's always the exception to the rule, but by and large, moms are the most deserving people in the world to have a day put aside specifically for them. Friends, a hand that rules the cradle indeed rules the world. There is much security to be found in this hand, physically and spiritually. When we reflect upon the hand rocking the cradle with our spiritual eyes, we will find the source of strength needed not only for children, but for all mothers as well. Proverbs 31:28 says, her children rise up and will call her blessed. I want to finish off with the chorus of the song that's so great. There ought to be a hall of fame for mamas, creation's most unique and precious pearls. And heaven help us always to remember that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Yes, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Friends, on Sunday, honor your moms. Those of you who are lucky enough to have them still with you, honor them and love them. Unfortunately, we have to this year do this from a distance, but nevertheless, we can still honor them. Friends, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, and this is not done by happenstance or coincidence. This is the work of God. You see, God loves you so much, and he wants to make sure that the living being on this earth that gave you life will love you as well, as much or more. Friends, yes, God loves you, and so do I. And on Sunday, we will have our normal service at 10 o'clock, and that will be live streamed on Facebook. You're all welcome to join us. And then I'll see you again on Tuesday. And until then, God bless you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and goodbye.